The pattern we are going to discuss in this video is the template method pattern. This pattern is used when you need to implement tasks that need to be executed through certain predetermined steps. This pattern is useful when we need to ensure that the whole process is executed in a specific order, although we can implement how we perform each step in various ways. Think about dining at a French restaurant. A typical French meal consists of these courses. If it's the high-end restaurants that value tradition, they would serve food in this particular order. There can be various food items served in each stage. For the hors d'oeuvre, a salad, smoked salmon, or snail dishes could be served. For dessert, tarte, crème brûlée, or macaron could be served. Depending on what menu is chosen for each stage, you can have numerous combinations, but to be recognized as a traditional French restaurant, you must adhere to this order defined as an abstract class. This is the template you have to follow. Now, let's look at some examples. Assume there's a process of making hot beverages like coffee or tea. We'll assume that whatever the drink is, it goes through a common process of boiling water, brewing the drink, pouring it into a cup, and adding condiments. For this, we'll create an abstract class like this, while an interface allows you to only declare each method without implementation. An abstract class allows you to write the implementation of the methods you want. A method for boiling water, a method for brewing the drink, a method for pouring the drink into a cup, and a method for adding condiments are either just declared or fully implemented like this. The reason why we need to use an abstract class instead of an interface is this prepare recipe method. This method must have an implementation like this. This method acts as the template method in this program. Here, you can see that the mentioned methods are being called in this order. So, this becomes the template of this program. Shall we now look at the classes that have actualized this? There are the tea class and the coffee class. Only the brew method and add condiments method, which are not implemented in the beverage class, are implemented here in their own ways. Regardless of how these classes implement their respective methods, the brew method comes after the boil water method, and the add condiments method comes after the pour in cup method. Shall we take a look at the client code lastly? I told you, abstract classes and interfaces become categories for classes that extend or apply this. So, you can put tea and coffee objects in a variable of beverage type like this. Firstly, let's try to invoke the prepare recipe method from a tea object. As you can easily predict, these methods are invoked in order, and you can see that such a result is output. It's the same even if you run it with a coffee object. Thus, the template method pattern can be useful in cases where the structure of the algorithm to be implemented is fixed, but each detailed process can be changed or expanded. Let's take a look at a more practical example this time. It's a program that reads files of various formats such as JSON, XML, CSV, processes them, and then saves them in other forms. Like this, you load the file, check if the file is written in the correct format, process it according to a predetermined algorithm, and then save it as a new file.
So, this process method is the template. Here, instead of just executing these in order, it uses a conditional statement based on one of them.
Yes, the template method can be used in this form. After loading the file, depending on the execution result of the method that checks if the file format is correct, it either executes the remaining two methods or produces an error message. Now, these are the two classes that inherit from this abstract class. Each of them implements the process of handling CSV data and JSON data respectively. The validity of data is determined by whether the given string as a parameter includes CSV and JSON respectively. The remaining part is just code that prints out the process, so pause the video and take a look at the code if needed. It shouldn't be hard to imagine how this code is used by the client and how the results come out. Like this, you create instances of these two concrete classes and you run them by calling the template method named process. If the data you input matches the format represented by the object, all the processes are run and such a result is output. In this way, when you put XML data into a JSON data processor, you can see that this message is displayed. Thus, we have examined the template method pattern. If you keep this pattern in mind, you will have times when you find places where it can be useful in the field. In the next video, we will look at the very famous and also useful pattern, singleton.